There are indeed many terrible tragedies in this world that can happen anytime in our lives. It turns out there are some tragedies that really make our hair goosebump when we think about them. Lucky because we are not involved or become victim in the tragedy. Whether it's terrible tragedies in the form of terror, murder, natural disaster, even plagues that attack humans. With this, I summarize briefly the 5 most terrible tragedies in human history. Hello everyone, my name is Nisrina. So today I'm going to bring you something different. It's a bit darker, so without any further ado, let's go straight to the first tragedy. This tragedy occurred on March 20, 1955 by 10 people that claiming to be members of the Aum Sinkyo sect, or sect that combines two religions, namely Hindu and Buddha. The reason is because it was forbidden to carry out its religious activities by the Japanese government. Chronologically, they split into 5 groups, each of which has 2 members, aboarded several subway trains, and then quietly released a lethal gas into the air. All passengers who do not know anything confused in breathing the air around, while those 10 had already fled because they also had the antidote. From this terrible incident, there were dozens of people who died, and thousands more were treated intensively in hospitals. Some even experienced permanent disability. This tragedy occurred in India around May 2015. This disaster was caused by the monsoon season, or what we can know, with super heavy rain at the beginning, and will be replaced by terrible heat afterwards. It was so hot. The temperature reached 45 until 48 degrees Celsius, and the government even told its citizens not to leave their homes and use their air conditioners. But many people who cannot afford and who do not have a home, so that this drug has become a deadly killer for all of them. As a result, from children to adults who experience acute head dehydration, and some of them even died as a result of this terrible disaster. King riot, also known as the Los Angeles Uprising of 1992, was a series of looting, arson, and killings that occurred in Los Angeles County, California that occurred during April and May 1992. This incident was triggered on April 29 after the court acquitted for LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department officer who had committed excessive violence in the arrest of ratmaking. So ratmaking is a victim of the racist actions of the American police. It immediately provoked public anger, resulting in terrible riots. As a result, the country suffered a loss of at least $1 billion, tens of people died, and thousands of people were injured. The next terrible tragedy is the earthquake that occurred in Nepal on April 25, 2015. This earthquake, with a magnitude of 8.1 on the Richter scale, is an instant, almost destroyed building through the country of Nepal and claimed 9,000 lives in the country. As a result of the earthquake, millions of Nepalese became homeless because their homes were razed to the ground, and several cultural sites which were the country's heritage were also destroyed. There were many outbreaks before COVID-19 that turned out to be more horrific, and one of the most terrible is the Black Death. The Black Death is a great plague that occurred in Europe and Asia in the mid-late 14th century, or year 1347 until 1351. This outbreak was caused by a disease called acral necrosis, in which the skin of sufferer would turn black due to the subdermal bleeding that occurred, which can be transmitted by dirty animals such as flies and house mice. Why is it said to be the most terrible? Because this plague has killed 1/3 to 2/3 of the entire population on the European countries. It even happened to most countries in Asia and the Middle East, claim at least 75 million lives. And other information, the Black Death killed about 40% of the entire population in Egypt, 50% of the population of Paris, 60% of the population of Florence, Italy, and 60% of the population of Hamburg and Bremen, and nearly 40,000 Germans. Because of this disease, everyone has lost faith, even to small children who are infected. Their parents are reluctant to treat them and leave them to die. So that was the summary of the 5 most terrible tragedies in the world. Just feel lucky because we weren't in that accident, and always live safely, guys, because sometimes other tragedies occur happening around us without our knowing. So thanks for watching. If you guys love this, you guys can like and comment. Hope you guys enjoy.